All right, so we are gonna do the spinner for round 2 for the gods and myths. So up first, let's see. All right, Annabeth starting round 2.
Let's go.
Okay.
Versus the Watcher.
Oh
Oh.
my.
And the same
Now
way.
that's a fair competition. I
No,
think.
it's not.
All right. Then we got Hercules, Enchantress, Zeus, and Thor. All right, Enchantress.
Oh,
Ooh, are we gonna have another father versus son battle?
I
Oh,
hope we do.
please.
I
I
want.
really hope
I
so.
want it.
Oh no.
No, you gotta spin it
Hercules.
again. You gotta spin it again. That's me.
Oh, is that you? Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have it.
Thor.
Thor.
Okay.
Wait,
All
Thor
right.
against two.
And that leaves Zeus with Hercules.
Oh Lord.
Oh, so Thor versus Odin,
But
Yeah.
different.
but Disney. But make it Disney.
Wait, who's Thor against again?
Enchantress.
Oh Lord.
All right, so for starting round 1 of the Disney bracket, let's see, what was it? Isabella versus Mulan.
Would you like to start?
Ooh, sure. I mean Mulan, man. I mean, I'm trying not to do the live act. Maybe I should do the live action version because it's a little bit more of a equal playing field to Isabella. In the way that Mulan in the live action has this kind of like energy manipulation almost in a way. That she can kind of use to like help her drift from place to place. And it's a very small thing compared to the power that Isabella has. But Mulan is a really intense and skilled fighter. What she lacks in magic, she makes up for with her own physical strength and skill. And it wasn't gifted to her. She just developed her own skill on her own. Well, I feel like Isabella has a lot of traumatic pent up energy. I feel like all she would have going for her is like a cat fight in comparison to the level of skill that Mulan has. And I feel like Jared's gonna prove me wrong in 30 seconds. But I find that with the new power that Isabella is discovering with the pointy objects and stuff, I feel like Mulan is kind of prepared for worse things than that. 7-foot tall murderers. So in that, and she has dealt with magic before. At least the live action one has dealt with magic before. And does have this kind of skill of getting people who want to murder her to empathize with her. So that's my Mulan argument. Go ahead, Jared.
I wouldn't say, sorry, I'm starting off with this. I wouldn't say that she really has the power to make somebody who wants to kill her empathetic. I would say the witch did that herself.
Okay.
Because she saw a lot of herself in her. And that's why she wanted Mulan to join her in the live action, is because she was like, you're gonna get cast out just like me, you're just like me, come join me. And Mulan was like, no, I'm gonna change that. Anyways, not a Mulan rant,
but also with Shang at the same time, because Shang
Yeah.
pretty much left her for dead.
pretty much, yeah.
Dang.
True love.
Yep.
I personally think if Mulan got nice up and close, sure, that would be a very good fight. I think if Isabella does what she does best, which is keeping people at a distance,
Yeah.
then we know Isabella can make poisonous, venomous plans, which can incapacitate, disable, or just straight up kill Mulan. We've also seen just the flowers in general be very aggressive. Like Mariana's nose got broken twice. She popped her sister in the head with a flower.
She's
and
violent. Oh my god.
She
She's
is
very
violent.
Honey, you saw the movie.
And she knows how to control her power very well. I think without her powers, this would be a no-brainer. But I think since she does have her powers and since she knows how to control them very well, I think she would know how to manipulate the situation to her standing.
Whoa.
But at the same time, like Mulan fighting magic plants sounds really cool.
That would be
Yeah.
dope.
That sounds really dope. And I have no doubt that she could probably hold her own in that, which is why I mentioned like she's fought like 7-foot tall murderers. She could probably handle a couple of cactuses trying to break her nose.
It's not just that though. Like, especially if there's any points of skin contact, like Isabella could just kill her if she wanted to.
The carnivorous plants.
Yeah. Carnivorous, venomous, poisonous, like anything that could just like kill her on impact.
Yeah, but she was also trained with like samurai swords and like the army. Like that's a lot. Like I'm sure she could easily cut them in half though.
Right.
But
Well,
then
it's
again, if like, you know, most plants, if like you take out like the venomous part, it like goes into the air. So like she could, you know, still have it like affect her and like get on her skin without even like, you know, it actually like biting her or something.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
an interesting fight. This is interesting.
This is a really good one.
See, oh my gosh. Like I was like full on like I'm choosing Mulan. I feel like, you know, the fact that she went to war, like she's strong and can hold her own. But the fact that he's like, yeah, venomous plants, I'm like, oh, right, okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Jared.
What's her name?
Talk about it. Isabella.
What's her name? There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to her. Donovan, what are you thinking?
I think we are going to have to take it to Instagram.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, so
this was gonna be more fair too for Instagram.
The Instagram poll chose Mulan.
Okay.
I'm triggered. It's because nobody fucking likes these. Because nobody likes Isabella in the movie.
Okay, I love her. She's so fun.
I love her too.
Babe, you gotta put the R2D2 screen.
Yeah, you do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot we're a PG show.
Yeah, we cuss all the time. Okay. Round 2 is Namari versus Baymax from Big Hero 6. Did I say the name wrong?
No, you got it.
You're good.
Okay. Well, he did the sign.
I was just gonna say you have to say the
It's
thing.
me again.
I'm interested to actually hear yours because like I haven't seen the film, so like I'm sure you can do like a better, you know, dive into like her power set. So I want you to go first, just so I kind of understand.
So Namari is a master of deception, essentially. In the beginning of Raya and the Last Dragon, she convinces Raya that she's her best friend.
Okay.
Like right from the start, hands down her best friend. She's amazing at deception. Raya didn't realize that she was coming to take the Dragonstone until the Dragonstone was gone. Essentially, I think her ability to deceive would be the fatal blow for Baymax, because whether he's in kill mode or not, or like has his kung fu or not, he still auto shoots that out when he sees somebody in pain or in need. And essentially, if Namari finds like any point of contact from that armor, like his face, her main weapon is a sword and dagger, so she could essentially just pop him if she really needed to.
See, but with Baymax, like you're wrong with the fact that he would help her if she was in pain. Hero was able to override it, just in fact, so he would be able to kill the villain in Big Hero 6.
I know, but Baymax overrided the override when he saw he was going to kill somebody.
No, but he was like powered down by the other people. He didn't override it.
He did. Anyways.
You know, he also has like the rocket like fist that can detach and like hit her or block the weapons and stuff like that. And he can fly, so it's not really going to be easy if she's like in the air like shooting at her, because like a sword and a dagger isn't really going to go far when you're fighting someone in the air. But you're right, I do think she does have like a lot. If she's a strategist, I think she has a good, you know, sense of her surroundings and everything. But like then again, he was programmed and has the ability to like, you know, the entire computer basically in his mind. So it's her trying to fight a robot.
He doesn't have the computer though. Hero had to put the
I guess
SD
it's
card
the
into
chip,
him.
but then again, he didn't take it out though.
I mean, which part of the movie are we going off of?
I was thinking the end with when he was fighting with Big Heroes, like the entire team.
And like the red.
I don't know,
armor.
like he's really powerful, and like yeah, the red armor. Oh, that's actually hard. I don't know.
I
almost don't have an
disagree that he's
argument with this.
powerful. I don't disagree in that in any set. I think it just pretty much comes down to what kind of a fighter you are. And I'm not talking about Namari versus Maybach. I mean like you and me, because like I'm very much a strategist. So like when I think about it, I'm like, I think the strategy is gonna win over brute force.
But he doesn't stop though. Like he was able to like keep going. Yeah, that's true. But he also has like that retina scan, so like he can scan for like her heat signatures in her body, so he'd be able to find her pretty easily, even if she was hiding or something. So she wouldn't be able to really go anywhere away from him. She wouldn't be able to evade that.
I didn't really have much of an argument for this one either.
Yeah, I'm interested. What are you guys thinking? Because this is kind of like, you know, thinking about this, it's really like, you know, the air versus the land, and like a chip versus like, you know, insane knowledge. So it's like, I don't know, honestly, who would win this.
Baymax is just so fluffy. I can't imagine him fighting.
Right. But he's also very like strategic though. Like, you know, he like, I don't know. I like I said, I've never seen Raya, but
access. He could have access to all the knowledge of fighting.
Yeah, because he was given the chip that basically like helped him with the fighting styles.
But I kind of want to give it to Namari because I've seen the movie and I think her role in it kind of broke my heart the most.
Yeah, but does your sadness like affect the way that he's able to
sadness
hold himself?
Affects everything, first of all. And you know this.
All right, so what are you choosing? I have Instagram pulled up right now.
I'm yeah, just
they chose Baymax.
Really?
Over Namari, yeah.
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me because Baymax is Baymax and Namari is a pain until the end.
Yeah. I mean, but I also yeah.
I feel like any strategist would be able to fight her though. I don't know how like easy it'd be to fight a computer.
We're gonna get into this fight real quick. Why did you pick the worst picture of me on my Instagram to put on your story?
Sorry, that was like the one that I found alone of you.
He
and it looks
literally,
fine.
He called me and we were in the middle of a phone call last night and like talking like really in-depth conversation. He goes, "What did your boyfriend put on his Instagram?"
The question is, why would you put that on your Instagram?
Because I was fatter at the time and it was a good photo.
Exactly. It's a fine photo. It doesn't matter.
I look like Baymax.
Okay,
oh my gosh.
He was like, he gave you two such like really cool like boss pictures of with lightsabers, and I'm in purple.
I look like a derp next to the purple wall.
That's who you are, though. That you are always in Spirit jerseys.
You should have had a picture of me crying then, because I'm always crying.
Mhm.
I thought it was fine.
I
Anyway,
do
He's
not,
like,
but
your
but I see what you're
boyfriend put
saying.
me on Instagram.
all right, what are you choosing?
I guess I'll go with Instagram and Baymax.
Oh god. I kind of want to pick Namari. I don't know.
I mean, either way, Namari lost. So.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Good, it doesn't matter. All right, good. Nice.
All right, you ready? Will Turner versus Tarzan.
I didn't prepare for this one. I forgot this one existed.
Bang bang, you're dead. No, I'm just kidding.
That's my joke.
I know. I'm bringing it back.
My joke.
For context, Donovan, there was one character that we had in Villains League. Jared decided to bring in the hunter who killed Bambi's mother. And his only argument was bang bang, you're dead.
Because it was Sid versus Bambi's mother's hunter
What, Sid from like Ice Age?
from Toy
No, from
Story.
Toy
Oh, from
Story.
I was okay. That makes okay. That makes sense.
And I said my only argument is bang bang, you're dead.
Who won?
Sid.
Sid.
I won.
And we'll tell you later why he won because we
That's
can't
fine,
say
yeah.
that on air.
No, that's fine.
We really can't say why he won. We had to bleep it out because it was
Bleep.
so bad.
All right.
Anyway,
So Will Turner is one of the smartest minds in the whole like Pirates franchise. He even like, survived against the Kraken and Davy Jones. And he was able to outsmart Davy Jones multiple times. And even like joining his ship and his army and his crew. And he even beat him at his own game. Not only that, he was a skilled swordsman that trained literally since he was a child. And a really, really good marksman with the gun. So he's pretty versatile in other like weaponry and stuff like that. It's really hard for me to like say Tarzan would do well because all I see him do is like swinging vines and trees, and that's like what he's able to combat against the most is like people who live on the islands and like have lived off of nothing. That's mainly
besides
what he fights.
single-handedly strangling and murdering a cheetah.
I'm not saying he's not strong though, but then again, if he
But,
comes
like,
after him
A
and swings at him,
cheetah, you have to have a certain like multiple fighting skill sets of multiple like predators
mhm,
to
against a
kill-
revolver though,
to
and the head.
single-handedly. Okay, but Clayton, and let me tell you something.
Will Turner died. Let's be real for a
He
second.
didn't
Will
die,
Turner was stabbed in the chest by Davy Jones.
And guess
And
what?
it was literally just turn around and stab. It wasn't
he got
even
his
quick.
he literally cut out his own heart.
The
and
only reason he
survived.
did the Jack Sparrow did that. If Jack Sparrow was up against Tarzan, I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure. But Will Turner died, and I'll tell you why. His weakness for Elizabeth is his weakness is his love. That love is not a weakness for Tarzan. Love is a motivator for Tarzan. When Jane is in trouble, he will like strangle literally anyone and anything. He doesn't care. When Will sees that Elizabeth is in trouble, he just goes, "Oh, Elizabeth," and then gets stabbed.
What does Elizabeth have to do with this? Why would she be in the fight?
He's not. I'm just saying, love is a weakness for Will.
Also,
he's more
Jack
emotional
died.
than
He ended up in the locker
Jack didn't die. Well, he got brought back.
again. He brought back. He's dead. They took him out of the locker.
I don't know why you're going this direction. I don't know why you're heading this direction. What I'm saying to you is Will got stabbed.
He did, and he got his
technically-
heart cut out and survived.
Without Jack Sparrow, he would not have survived. Would not.
Surviving and being brought back are different.
Yeah.
Because you had to die in the first place.
Like
Can't be
Will,
brought back if you're still living.
Right.
like Will was the only reason Will lived at the end of the movie was because Jack decided to sacrifice like killing Davy Jones himself. But again, what I'm saying is that Will tends to be weaker in battle when Elizabeth is in trouble. When Tarzan sees that his loved ones or Jane or his family is in trouble, it doesn't make him weaker. It makes him stronger, and it makes him more angry, and he gets more motivated to
So
go.
what you're
go
saying
after
is
what he
there's 4
wants.
people in the battle now. Are we just gonna have Elizabeth and Jane like hanging out? Like, why he doesn't need to be worried about
He doesn't have any.
Elizabeth.
He doesn't have that many weaknesses other than being a human. But he does
Exactly.
have. He does have the train. He's been trained by multiple predators
Mhm.
and has a lot of like skill sets to take down whoever he wants. I mean, he killed a cheetah single-handedly and was able to take care of Clayton himself.
You can also swing on a vine while holding Jane
Yeah,
somehow.
he's a multitasker.
I mean, then again, Will was, fighting on a freaking giant circle going
You
through
think-
the woods.
Okay, you don't think that there are ropes on pirate ships? Hello.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he can't
Tarzan
do
has
that.
command of the entire upper half of the ship.
Yeah, he can do it too. Will's literally the same.
The way that Tarzan can, who is literally raised by apes.
He can literally just shoot him.
Donovan's agreeing
At
with
any
me, I can
point.
tell. Donovan's like, ooh, good point.
I don't know. I don't really have that strong of an argument against this.
I didn't have anything, and here I am now.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I just want to say that last night when we were going through these, I had my initial thing was like, okay, Tarzan literally killed a cheetah or leopard or
killed a
whatever.
cheetah!
Yeah, I was like, that was
Killed a cheetah!
thing. So
And he killed the specific like feline of like the predator. He specifically killed the one that killed his parents.
his parents, right? And
So like Tarzan doesn't get weaker, he just gets stronger.
yeah, his,
So you
his
could-
anger makes him stronger.
You could like threaten if Will Turner were to be like, I will kill your family, he will get angry and strangle you on sight.
Hmm.
Like no questions asked. Because he doesn't think. He doesn't take a moment to go, oh no, he just goes and
Yeah, because he
his
doesn't
first
have like the
thought-
human, like the
He doesn't have that. He has
Yeah.
the gorilla animal instinct to be like, okay, bad guy, kill. That's all he has.
Yeah, I have to give this one to Ape Man. I'm sorry.
The fact that Will is a strategist. I'm sure he could think of something in order to protect himself against
Could a gorilla kill
a
Will
cheetah
Turner?
man.
First of all, he's a gorilla man. Get it right.
He killed the cheetah. That's what I was getting at.
I'm
Like he has the intellect of like he's been influenced by so many animals in his lifetime.
Hmm.
It's blatantly shown. Like elephants, monkeys, gorillas, cheetahs.
Oh my! No, just kidding.
Oh my. Piranhas. Like he's been influenced. As a human, he's able to absorb more information than the other animals around him can. So he has multiple like skill sets of multiple animals in his brain. He has like a encyclopedia of like animals and what they can do in his brain and just copies them, which is what makes him so scary.
Okay.
Jared.
I'm giving it to Tarzan too.
Sorry, Sky.
No, that's fine. All right. Mr. Incredible versus Louisa.
Ooh, I know who I'm picking.
Aren't you fighting?
Nope.
Oh, it's her. Okay.
It's me.
You think I got away with both Encanto characters?
So do you want to start or do you want me to?
Can you this time? Because I just got really tired from doing all that.
So Mr. Incredible has superhuman strength and agility. He also has enhanced senses and worked not only as like a superhero, but like he has super effective like strategies to take out his opponents. And he also worked for the NSA and can like sense immediate danger. And like with the NSA help, he was able to formulate super fast like strategies in his mind to be able to take out any target that he wants to. And that's how he was able to take out the Omni droids and Bon Voyage pretty easily because he knew already how to take them out without, fighting against them before that. Not only that, he can lift, over 1,000 pounds and 2 trains. So that's pretty impressive too.
The equivalent of government training is a Latina grandmother
Hello.
with expectations.
Yeah, the NSA though, that's super secretive, like
Okay,
training.
but an abuela with a sandal.
Oh, I'm scared.
You should
I
be.
am.
Clearly, you were not raised by an abuela with a sandal.
Yeah, but fighting a freaking robot in a volcano and beating it.
I'm sure
But,
she
like,
could do that.
Louisa could.
She could probably kill Cerberus if Hercules decided to take a day off.
Okay.
Like Louisa, like she doesn't have her strength doesn't have limitations. It's implied that like she could, but like the whole idea of surface pressure when more and more and more and more is added on top of her, it's like, wow, that's a lot of weight, and she just picks it up. Like she doesn't really have, like, you know that Chris Evans scene in Civil War where he's like pulling the helicopter in, and it's like, wow, he's really giving it his all and barely hanging on. Louisa would have just held it.
Yeah, but he was also
Like,
taught by other superheroes.
But Louisa, okay, who taught Louisa? Nobody. She's like learned this herself. Like she was just given this gift and has learned how to carry it all on her own and still live up to the expectations of millions of people who are begging for her help. Like she could literally just like
Millions of people. There's like what, 10 people that lived on that island?
Not 10. It's like hundreds.
Caitlin.
It's like hundreds.
Against a whole city?
It's like hundreds. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like Louisa is like what Mr. Incredible spent years training for, Louisa has naturally and doesn't have any limitations.
It's fair. Yeah, but he was also like, his stamina makes it so he doesn't have to stop fighting. I don't know how long she'd be able to last against that.
She could last. She can, and I'll tell you, the only reason that she couldn't is when the magic was fading.
Yeah, but how long's the fight though? How long do you think she'd be able to
I
last?
just said she could last because the magic, she could. The reason why they highlighted like limitations and being tired was because the magic was fading. But with that not being something that's going on, that's not a factor in this. So she could last.
Okay. All right, what are you guys thinking?
They're both just like fluffy and emotional. So
Yeah,
it's hard
kinda.
to see them fighting each other at all. They'd just be like, are you tired? Yeah. Are you tired? Yeah. Let's just go get ice cream.
Refresh my memory. Do they relight the candle in Encanto, or
Yeah.
they do? So
Well, they don't get a candle, but they're
she's restored to her full strength. Yeah.
is there any so there's not like a candle light in it? If he was to blow it out, like they wouldn't go away again. They have them
not
forever
anymore.
now?
No, not anymore.
Okay. Gosh darn it. Jared, what are you thinking?
Wouldn't that be funny if you could just go, that's it?
Literally.
I'm thinking Louisa mostly because never mind, I don't want to get into it.
Trauma.
It's just because some of the powers that get brought up, I don't think are canon. But I'm not trying to call Sky a liar.
No, I looked it up on like, the character of, who he is, and all of it was canon. But I mean, you see him working in like, I don't know, honestly. I feel like Louisa probably has a shot too.
I know, but like the superhuman agility and stuff like that,
that's more like him being able to like run long distances.
I feel like that's
stamina.
Stamina. Both of them have stamina. Yeah.
Okay.
But I also feel like his training
agility, I think, that's more like jumping and stuff like that.
I think we have to take this one to Instagram.
I think so too.
I feel like Instagram picked Mr. Incredible though.
I feel like they picked Louisa.
They picked Louisa.
That's what's trending right now.
Yeah, it's what's trending.
I feel like that's the only reason why, is because it was trending. Till it's ready to blow.
Okay.
Literally, that was playing in my head.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, that's literally just two people who have like insane amounts of strength.
They're both strong,
like-
but they're both fragile. Can you believe that? The strongest characters in
he's
the
more
Disney
like fragile about his like family though.
I think his ego is pretty fragile, if you ask me. You took away his
Yeah.
cape for
Yeah.
for like 20 years, and he just all of a sudden didn't have any motivation to live at all. He's like, "Who am I if I'm not adored?" And she's like, "Who am I if I can't be of service?" See, there you go. They both lack a sense of identity outside of their power. Moving on.
Mal. Oh my god.
No,
Mal.
it's
Mal.
not Mal.
It's
It's Maul.
It's
Mal.
Mal.
Oh, okay,
Mal.
okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's such a weird name though.
It's like Maleficent, except without
Mal.
the F.
It's not an E though.
No,
The Efficient.
Mel.
yeah.
That's
The
Mel,
Efficient.
not Mal. Okay.
I'm gonna fight you. It's not Mal either. It's Mal.
Mal. Who the hell names their kid Mal?
That's one of the reasons why I hate those movies so much, is because literally the main character's name is Mal. And I'm like, really? You couldn't have done something like mystical and like weird and wonderfully like magical, really? Like that was a perfect
Mallory.
But they-
Like, why
Her
just
middle
Mal?
name is evil.
But like it's so obvious that they're just that the target audience is children, because they made the name so similar to their
Mhm.
parents, so then they would remember which like child they
Or
are.
just for me, because I also would probably forget.
Yeah.
Unless the hair, if Carlos didn't have the hair like his mom, I would don't.
Nope.
Right. Versus Elsa.
You start.
This is actually interesting because I don't know if she has a chance against her anyway. So she has the ability to conjure and manipulate ice and snow, creating like beings to fight for her, and summon storms, such as flurries and blizzards. Like the only way I really seeing this like play out is like Elsa like creating an army of like those giant snowmen that she has in Frozen 1. So she's able to like fight against her and like basically use them as a distraction against her. Summoning the storm to attack her like that, and the blizzard to like drain her of her power and abilities. Yes, you have the ability to turn into a dragon, but the ice combats that, and the water and the ice combats the fire, so it puts it out pretty easily. And we see it in Frozen too. Like we see him like the little lizard like attack that like forest, and yes, everything caught on fire, but it was put out in like 3 seconds. So who's to say that like, if she decides to turn into a dragon or whatever, using all the energy and the flames that she has, can't be put out really easily.
Well, that's only one of her powers, because Mal has all the powers of Maleficent and Hades, because Hades is her father.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So essentially, yes,
it's magic.
The snow would counteract the flames. However, she does have an entire spell book and endless supply of power to fight this. She doesn't just have to be a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, I think it's a very good mental game for Mal too, because when it comes down to it, pressure and that kind of stuff really show how inexperienced Elsa is and how much of a lack of control she has over her powers. Whereas when Mal's put under pressure, she does the opposite. It really shows that even though she hasn't known her powers for long, that she does have such a control over them, and that the pressure really helps her to understand her powers more and more.
Interesting. Okay. I wonder, does Elsa have the ability to like, I guess that is more like elemental based instead of straight magic. Because she has the ability to like manipulate like her surroundings and stuff, but I don't know how it would do against Maleficent's use of like spells.
Mal also has the ability, just like her mother, to put people to sleep if she so wishes.
But wouldn't she need to like prick her finger, or is it just automatically?
It's automatic in the third one. It's a
Ooh,
spell.
okay.
It's a spell that's cast. The reason Maleficent did it on the spindle is to draw it out.
Oh, okay.
Dramatic purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it right here. What are you thinking, guys? I think it's pretty simple.
I am gonna go with Mal.
Yeah, going into this, I was going to think Elsa. I've never seen Descendants, so I didn't know that she was also the daughter of Hades. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm going to go with Mal also, unfortunately.
Nice job, Jared. I'm proud of you.